So you're showing up, right? You're doing all the things, but something seems off. When your heart isn't fully in it, every step seems harder. And let's be honest, there's no amount of strategy that can make up for a disconnected heart. Hi, I'm Dr. Heather Tucker, and welcome to another episode of Taste and See Thursdays. We're in store for a great treat today because today we're talking about the A. We're in an Elevate Your Leadership series, right? Especially for those of us who are entrepreneurs, because everything is an extension of us, our business, our life, our relationships, our health, all those beautiful things, right? And when there's a healed heart and a renewed mind and it's working on one accord, we literally become unstoppable. So Taste and See Thursdays is about sharing with you some of the nuggets and wisdom on how to do those things. So therefore you can increase your calm, your confidence, your cash flow with ease and grace, creating more time, money, and emotional freedom for you to spend more time with yourself and loved ones. If that sounds good, stay tuned, okay? So this series that we've been talking about, I've been sharing with you the word for elevate, right? I shared with you what the E, the L, and the E stands for. Today I want to share with you about the and the V, and today I want to share with you about the A. So the A stands for amplify your heart. It is the matters of the heart that oftentimes plague the mind first and foremost, and it makes us disconnected. We can lose passion in our purpose, and that is the thing that gets in the way of prosperity, which is why we want to be able to break free and reconnect and strengthen our aloha, our love, and our heart. Amplifying the heart actually means leading from this place of alignment and passion. So when your heart isn't fully engaged, or when your heart is fully engaged, right, it brings authenticity, it brings clarity, it brings resilience, it brings purpose in every single thing that you do. And that's when real success just flows. How many of you want to have more ease, grace, and flow? Yes, yes, yes. Then do that. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to share with you some steps on how you can amplify your heart and reconnect with what matters. The one thing I want to share with you is if you haven't gotten your ticket to my upcoming masterclass on overcoming overwhelm, defeating doubt, and igniting confidence, you're going to want to make sure that you get your free spot today. I'll put the link in the comments below, and I so look forward to seeing you there. Okay, cool. Yay. All right. So, what are some steps? What are some steps and tips on how we can amplify our heart like right now and reconnect to what truly matters? The first one is you want to check your heartbeat. You want to check your heartbeat. What is your emotional pulse right now? Are you energized and passionate, or drained and disconnected? Acknowledge where you are. It does not matter. Why? Because all change starts with awareness. So acknowledge how you're feeling. I remember there was a time where I was so go, go, go. I ignored my feelings. I wouldn't listen to them. And the thing is, they are telling you something, right? When we listen to what our mind, body, heart is saying, it has wisdom of its own, and we just want to listen to it, and then it'll lead you to the freedom that you seek. The cave that you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek, which is a great quote by Robert Campbell that I usually say. So, what's the cave? What's the treasure? A lot of times we don't want to go into what I call sometimes those Pandora boxes of our mind and heart, because like my husband, he would say, we never know what music's going to play, what melody is going to play. Well, if we try to hold it in, it's playing a melody of its own, and it's actually getting in the way of our freedom, our success, and our clarity. So step two, first figuring out, okay, where is my emotional pulse right now? Step two is reconnecting with your why. There's a verse, Proverbs 4:23, and it says, above all else, guard your heart, and everything that you do flows from it. Your heart is really your compass. What inspired you to start your business or to pursue your dreams? What inspired you to be in the relationships that you are now? Revisit that purpose and make it your anchor. We talked about, thinking a couple series ago, how easy it is for us to give up because it may seem too hard and we've been so disconnected and removed from our purpose. But our purpose, our why, is like a living document. So you want to be able to make sure that you continue to amplify it and feed it love and feed it fuel and let it feed you as well. Okay, the next step. All right. So we've got check your heartbeat. We've got connect to your why. The next one is release the weights. Now, this is the one that's probably the most difficult for people, which is why I'm so good at loving facilitating people to shift this. When you lead with your heart, or when you have unprocessed negative emotions or unresolved fears, it actually weighs your heart down. Whether it's past failures, fear of judgment, or self doubt, it's time to release what no longer serves you. This is why our motto here at Another Level Living is lean into what's going on, let go of what we got to let go of, and then we can really leap forward. Because pretty much 100% of the challenges that we experience today have some roots or some things from stuff that happened in the past. And when we heal the past, we can be more in the present, and that expands our vision for the future. Okay, the last secret I'm going to share with you today is lead with love. When you lead with your heart, you actually create an impact that extends beyond yourself. So love your vision, love your team, love your clients. The heart-centered leadership that you can create naturally elevates yourself and those around you. All right, so lead with your aloha. I have a scripture that is in my kitchen, and it says, let all that you do be done in love. And it's a great reminder, especially when I may want to strangle people around me, or there's a challenging moment or something like that. These reminders are something that's so beautiful. We don't have to have a great past to have a great future. You don't have to have a great past to have a great future. You get to recreate and restore yourselves each and every day. And that's what it's about. So I've worked with countless entrepreneurs who felt burnout, disconnected, but once they amplify their hearts, they realign to their purpose. They released all the emotional blocks that were getting in the way, and it led them to their passion, where their business thrived, their relationships thrived, their health thrived. All these areas of life were transformed as a result of them stepping into fully loving and embracing and letting their heart shine. And as a transformational coach, I've seen firsthand how heart-centered leadership unlocks extraordinary success. Let me just repeat that. Heart-centered leadership unlocks extraordinary success. When your heart leads, everything follows. This is why, as you break free from all the heart wounds, all you see is heart shine. Yay, heart shine. Yay, yay, yay. Okay. And once again, if you're ready to reconnect with your purpose and lead with this fully amplified heart, then I invite you to join me for my free class on overcoming overwhelm, defeating doubt, and igniting confidence. And I'll put the link in the chat below. Sharing is caring. So if you were given the inspiration by this message, make sure to give it out to someone else for that gift of positivity. And I want to hear your wisdom too. Which one of these secrets spoke mostly to you today? Was it checking your heartbeat? Was it reconnecting with your why? Was it releasing the weights? Was it leading with love? Which one spoke most to you? Go ahead and put that in the comments below. And I look forward to seeing you again soon for another episode of Taste and See Thursdays. Peace.